Hi everybody, it's the 23rd of April 2024 and experimental update 1.25 has just dropped for the Xbox and PC experimental servers. Apologies to PlayStation users, of course you don't have DayZ experimental yet. Hopefully one day you'll get it. But if you are on PC or Xbox and you own DayZ on either platform, do a quick search for that in the store. It's in your library on PC, and with Xbox you just search in the Xbox store, look for DayZ Experimental, you can download it, you can play it for free, and you can help the devs improve the game by testing this update and reporting any problems that you get or suggestions and things like that. So what we're going to do in this video, I'm combining a few things. So we'll read through the blog post from Adam, we'll have a look at the patch notes for Xbox and PC, and we will dive in and we'll have a look. Well, we'll have a look at the new rifle, the VS89 or the SV98, depending on what you want to call it, which is a very nice sniper rifle, as you can see here up on my little test area up at the northeast airfield. But I guess probably the biggest thing that's coming, and we'll read this in a second, is Livonia will be free. So if you haven't got Livonia at the moment, when update 1.25 goes live, probably next month, they kind of give away the date I think in this blog post, you'll be getting Livonia for free, which is fantastic. If you're thinking about buying DayZ, what will happen now is Livonia will become bundled with DayZ. It'll be part of DayZ. It won't be an extra DLC, and so therefore the price of DayZ is going up a little bit apparently, but not to the same price as the bundle was. So that's a fantastic thing. So if you haven't got Livonia free, you're going to be getting it, and I think it was about 10 to £15, wasn't it? But enough of me waffling. Let's read what Adam has to say. Greetings survivors, experimental branches of update 1.25 are now live on Steam and Xbox. Before we get to that, however, I would like to announce a significant change. DayZ's base game, along with the Livonia DLC, will merge into a single product once update 1.25 is released on stable branches. The goal is to streamline our portfolio and simplify our offerings in anticipation of future developments. Wink, wink, wink. So it's the new map, isn't it? So what they're saying is, thank you very much. We've had Livonia out. Thanks everybody for buying it. We're going to bundle it all together so that we can add a new DLC so that you can buy. Can't wait. Fantastic. Simultaneously, we aim to elevate the player experience by enhancing accessibility to Livonia, thereby integrating the communities of both the base game and the DLC across every platform. While there will be a modest increase in price due to the new product's expanded value, the pricing will be more economical than the current DayZ Livonia bundle. And of course, what I always say to people is, if you're thinking about buying DayZ, wait till it goes on a sale anyway. But it's always on sale about at least every 3 months, so get it then. Now, it's interesting what they say. We aim to elevate the player experience by enhancing accessibility to Livonia. I presume this just means that, you'll have access to Livonia, you'll be able to choose you want to jump into it. I wonder if this means they're going to join the maps in some way. I doubt it, but anyway, just something to think about. To clarify, the Livonia DLC will no longer be sold separately once the update 1.25 is released on stable branches. Existing DayZ based game owners without Livonia will receive the DLC free of charge as a token of our appreciation. FAQ can be found here. I guess that's the FAQ. Okay. Okay, so they've added that. So basically it's what they're saying here. And a comprehensive press release detailing these changes will be issued on May the 20th. So that's, I guess, really when the update's going to go live for PlayStation and then public servers. Stay tuned for more details. Now, let's dive into what you should be keeping your eyes and ears on while trying out the experimental version of update 1.25. The highlight of this update is the introduction of ambient music. And what I'll do is I will put a link to the blog post in the description below this video, so you can click on it and you can listen to it. We're thrilled that we were able to make this long requested feature a reality thanks to our cooperation with Czech composer Filip Majček. The update features around 100 minutes of music which plays during different times of day, as 100 minutes of music as well as when you travel through various locations. We hope you'll enjoy the music and become more immersed in your adventures. Keep in mind that the ambient music won't be available until the second experimental build due to scheduling reasons, so not yet. Our audio team has also reworked the firearm sounds for all shotguns, as well as the sounds for the grenade launcher and the crossbow. Additionally, the team has been very busy rebalancing the distance where you can still hear a player's actions. Previously, the audibility of all actions was set at 50 meters. This change doesn't cover weapons or footsteps yet, but that is also on the team's radar for the future, and again you can listen to the differences in the guns when you click through. Another thing we've improved is the way a player's position is corrected between the client and the server. This only affects the character you're playing and should prevent issues like getting stuck in a doorway. That happens a lot, doesn't it? We've also addressed an inventory inconsistency that was causing items in nested cargo containers to be moved around or even dropped without any notice. This has been happening since update 1.23 and forced us to limit the manipulation in such a way that you will no longer be able to assign items that are stored inside a nested cargo container to quick slots. So, if you've got a pistol in a cooking pot, you won't be able to put it on your radial menu on console or onto your numbered quick slots on PC. Which kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Although, I always like Boydie's idea from the DayZ podcast that you shouldn't be able to quick slot anything that's in your backpack anyway. You should only be able to quick slot things that like in your trouser pockets or in your jacket pockets. Some of the things affected by this change include cooking pots and protector cases, as well as special actions like firearm reloads. Ammo and magazines that are stored in nested cargo containers will be ignored by the reload action. There you go. Last but not least, we are introducing an automated game client and server crash collection system in DayZ. This will help us finally get a better idea about the overall stability of the game, particularly on PC. If you receive a prompt after your game has crashed, please provide details explaining what happened, then click send. Excellent. And remember, every time you do this, you're helping the DayZ devs. As usual, you can check the full list of changes and additions over at our forums, which we'll look at in a sec. Some of you may be wondering whether there's anything more to this update. Well, there isn't. See, that there is brilliant, okay? That is the DayZ devs. That is Adam. He's saying, look, this is it. This is mostly due to... What more do you want? You've got a new gun. You're going to get Livonia for free. You're going to get music. What more? What more do you want? This is mostly due to the fact that Update 1.25 was built on top of Update 1.24. That's because, and this is in bold if you're listening to this and not looking at the screen, we are currently extremely busy with a very important milestone which is slated for delivery later this year. So it's the new map. We are super excited to tell you more about it soon. On behalf of the DayZ team, Adam. Don't worry about Adam. We're more than happy with what's going on. The fact that we get anything at all is fantastic, and that the game is moving forward. So that's the blog post. So let's have a look at the change logs. So what have we got here? So there's the PC change log. Let's have a look at the Xbox one. So the VS89 or the SV98 is what it's called in real life. Rifle and magazine added. Support for the game crash. A reporter. So I've been through this already and I couldn't really see anything that really mattered to me or us that I haven't covered in the blog post. Xbox consoles might experience performance degradation over time, noticeable in a decreasing frame rate. A fixing this is in the works and deployed as soon as possible. Okay, especially in the modding, I couldn't see anything that was new for modding. Similarly, in the PC change notes, it's really just the SV98 and sounds, crossbows, nothing we haven't talked about really, so that's good. So the only thing that has been added, as they say, is the SV98, and I can confirm this by comparing the new experimental types.xml with the 1.24 types.xml, and the only things that have been added are the SV98 and the SV98 mag. So there's the mag, and that was just a change to an eye mask, I think, or something like that. Oh, is that one? Yeah. Counting map, something changed that way, and that was it. So I'm very happy about that, because it means I don't, when I come to do my new files, it will be incredibly easy for me to do. I'll only have to add one more thing. Right, so here we are up at the northeast airfield. Let's wait for it to get a little bit sunnier. There we go, the magic of PC. And then if we stroll over here, we can see this new weapon. Looks a little bit like an AWM, doesn't it? Anyway, there it is. Takes 7.62x54, has its own dedicated mag, and it has on it, if we can see, so it's got the rail that the NATO weapons have. So you can see here we've got the ACOG sight on it that way. In fact, while we're here, let's jump over. I'll put a link to this as well. So this is the real SV98 here. See, they've got the colour like that. I tried to fit the hunting scope onto my SV98 in the game, and that wouldn't work. Also, it doesn't take any sort of doesn't take the NATO suppressor or the Russian suppressor or the pistol suppressor, but it will take the improvised bottle suppressor, and it will take a ghillie wrap as well. There we go. So I'll put a link to the Wikipedia page about the SV98 so you can read about its origins. In here, they do say that originally, the proper one can take Russian and NATO sites, but I tried the Russian sites and they won't go on it. So, as far as I could tell, anyway. So there we go. So 7.62x54, and if we go over here, we have the various sites. I think I've got all of them here. So you could put by the 4x32. Probably the best option is the 6x, I would have thought, which I've got on. There's the Starlight scope, there's the Baraka sights, there's the combat sights, and of course many of these will need the 9-volt battery to operate. So as you can see here, this is the 6x48 ACOG, and it gives you that very nice change like that. And of course, if I do the sound, now I think they've got some more work to do with the sounds because they don't sound right to me, and you'll see. So the gun sounds okay, but if you listen when I reload, oh, that's not too bad actually. It sounded a little bit tinny. Let's fire it in here. Oh no, it's not too bad. Oh no, that sounds better. Maybe it was just the way I was listening to it earlier. But as you can see, very nice sniper. Ooh, there's a potential target. Did I see over there? Where's he gone? Oh, there he is. Behind the tree. Was he behind the tree? Down he goes. Very nice. So, there we go. The SV98. A nice looking rifle. I'll tell you what, while we're here, we might as well look at the code and see where you can find it, might we? Types. Where are we? So you will find it in military areas, tier 3 and tier 4 on Chernarus, which probably means it'll be tier 3 and maybe the bunker on Livonia. We'll have to check that out. But there we go, military tier 3 and tier 4 locations. Okay, so there we go, update 1.25. It's nice to have a new weapon, won't lie. I think the music is going to be interesting. Used to be in the Armour 2 DayZ mod, used to be music, and that was pretty cool. You'll be able to turn it on and off, but the big thing, I guess the big thing for me, is Livonia will be free. So if anybody out there hasn't bothered with Livonia over the last several years, you're going to get it for free. So that can't be bad at all, can it? So thank you very much for watching. Put your questions and comments down below, and of course I'll see you again soon.